Liverpool's latest training session at the AXA Training Centre carried the feel of a squad locked in on their next challenge, with Arne Slot pushing his players to deliver precision, tempo, and discipline in every drill. The atmosphere was serious yet purposeful, with the Dutchman constantly moving between groups to correct details and sharpen execution. The work began with rapid-fire possession games, where Mohamed Salah, Alexander Isak, and Cody Gakpo were relentless in their pressing, forcing quick turnovers and encouraging urgency in transition. Slot's demands were simple: speed of thought, composure under pressure, and immediate recovery after losing the ball. At the back, Virgil van Dijk led by example, organizing the line and ensuring Ibrahima Konate and Giovanni Leone held their shape. Andrew Robertson and Jeremy Frimpong alternated between overlapping runs and recovery sprints, while Milos Kerkez showed bite in duels. Connor Bradley impressed with his energy, refusing to give attackers any time to settle. Slot praised the group's compactness but reminded them to stay switched on when facing wide overloads. Florian Wirtz's creativity was the heartbeat of midfield play, threading passes between defenders and dictating tempo. Dominic Szoboszlai and Alexis Mac Allister showed versatility, moving fluidly between deeper roles and advanced positions. Curtis Jones drove forward with confidence, while Ryan Gravenberch's ability to shield the ball under pressure stood out. Wataru Endo acted as the stabilizer, sitting deep and covering spaces when others pushed on. The attacking unit was put under relentless pressure to finish chances with conviction. Salah found the net repeatedly, cutting in from the right, while Isak worked on movement off the shoulder of defenders. Gakpo drifted into half spaces to combine neatly with Hugo Ekitike, whose composure was evident in tight situations. Young Rion Gumaha seized his chance to impress, driving at defenders with pace and confidence. Slot drilled transitions intensely, setting scenarios where Wirtz and Szoboszlai had only seconds to release forwards. The message was clear: efficiency in the final third will decide big games. Alisson Becker was outstanding in goal, pulling off reflex saves that drew applause from his teammates. Georgi Mamardashvili's imposing frame denied several close-range efforts, while Freddie Woodman showcased his distribution skills. Youngster Armin Pexi looked fearless, making sharp stops that highlighted his promise. During a pause in play, Slot gathered his players into a circle and delivered a direct message about discipline, teamwork, and courage in decisive moments. His intensity struck a chord, and the squad responded by lifting their levels for the closing drills. The session finished with a full-pitch tactical rehearsal, where Van Dijk's authority, Wirtz's vision, and Salah's sharpness were decisive. Slot stopped play often, demanding perfection in pressing triggers. Liverpool's preparations for their upcoming showdown reached a new level of focus and intensity at the AXA Training Centre, with Arne Slot putting his players through a finely tuned session designed to sharpen every department of the squad. With the season entering a decisive phase, the Dutchman's attention to detail was evident, as every drill linked directly to the challenges Liverpool expect to face. The session began with a lively rondo, with Slot demanding quick passing and high-pressing intensity. Mohamed Salah, Alexander Isak, and Cody Gakpo led the charge, constantly harrying the ball to force errors. Speed, sharpness, control, Slot barked from the touchline, his presence energetic but calculated. Slot devoted a large portion of the day to defensive cohesion. Captain Virgil van Dijk led the backline with his trademark authority, constantly directing Ibrahima Konate and Giovanni Leone through shape drills. Andrew Robertson and Jeremy Frimpong worked tirelessly as attacking fullbacks, but Slot balanced their forward freedom with recovery sprint exercises, ensuring they could handle quick counterattacks. Young defender Milos Kerkez impressed with his aggression, while Connor Bradley's tenacity in 1v1 duels caught Slot's eye. Florian Wirtz was central to the session, linking midfield and attack with incisive passes that broke defensive lines. Dominic Szoboszlai and Alexis Mac Allister alternated between orchestrating play and pressing aggressively, while Curtis Jones provided drive with late runs into the box. Ryan Gravenberch showed composure under pressure, using his strength to shield possession in tight spaces. Wataru Endo anchored the midfield, Slot repeatedly highlighting his positional discipline as the safety net that allows others to push forward. The forward unit was put through demanding finishing routines. Sulla, as clinical as ever, curled efforts beyond Alisson Becker with unerring accuracy, while Alexander Isak looked sharp with his movement, often pulling defenders out of shape before striking low and hard. Cody Gakpo demonstrated versatility, drifting into central zones to combine with Hugo Ekitike, who showed composure in front of goal. Young Rion Gumaha impressed in wide roles, his direct dribbling drawing applause from teammates. Slot emphasized transitions, running a drill where Wirtz and Soboslai released forwards within 3 passes. He urged his strikers to be decisive and ruthless, insisting fine margins would decide the clash ahead. Alisson Becker shone with a series of superb saves, his reflexes on full display during rapid-fire shooting drills. Georgi Mamardashvili, a towering presence, made his case with commanding stops from close range, while Freddie Woodman impressed with sharp distribution. Youngster Armin Pexi also earned praise for his agility, diving low to deny Ekitike during finishing exercises. Midway through the session, Slot gathered the group in a tight huddle,